The future of migrants waiting in Mexico for a chance to cross into the United States is uncertain. As new immigration measures are being rolled out, questions arise. Title 42, a pandemic-era health measure, allowed for the quick expulsion of migrants back to Mexico or their home countries. Now with its ending, migrants are confused about what to do next. The Biden administration announced new asylum restrictions, but people like Priscila Horta, who is an immigration lawyer in Brownsville, Texas, have been crossing the border into Matamoros, Mexico every week to explain to migrants the process they're about to face.
If you enter under any other circumstance besides the app or at a pre-scheduled appointment, you will not be considered eligible for asylum, which, having worked day in and day out with people who are waiting, especially here in Matamoros, that is precisely what they're seeking, an opportunity to be heard for asylum.
Horta is advising migrants to use the CBP One app to secure an appointment and letting them know that if they cross without authorization, they will be removed immediately. But even with the extra 1,000 appointments available on the CBP One app, people are waiting for some time. Nerissa Ruas is a Cuban migrant waiting on the Mexican side with her husband and 2 small children.
The same. There is no space. We are desperate. We don't know what to do.
Ruas arrived in Matamoros a month ago and is still not sure when her family will be able to present themselves at a port of entry. She was an accountant in Cuba. If she crosses to the U.S., she has plans for the future.
Entrepreneur and to get ahead, to get my family ahead.
In Brownsville, an increase in migrant arrivals is not something new.
The reality is, you've got thousands, more than 1,000 or 2,000 coming over every day. So they only have so many staff that can process as many individuals as they can.
Trevino says communities along the border are preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best.
People keep talking about border security or implying that the border is insecure and not safe, and I would respectfully disagree with that. Just because we've had these surges in numbers of immigrants and migrants, that in and of itself has not created the border as an unsafe area. It's just created a situation that our immigration system is broken, and we've known that for more than 40 years, and yet administration or Congress after Congress continues to kick the can down saying, let somebody else deal with it because they don't want to deal with the political fallout.
For Border Patrol officials, the mission is clear. Process migrants who qualify under current asylum guidelines and quickly deport those who do not.
The border is not open. Okay, if you enter between the ports of entry, you're entering the country illegally. Okay, and you are subject to consequences. Another thing that's going to come with Title 8 are consequences. What I mean by that is that people are going to be removed. Okay, it's no longer referred to as deportation, but it's a synonym. Okay, people will be deported. They will be facing deportation with a ban of re-entry of 5 years.
For those who are able to make it to the U.S. side, the journey isn't over. Rosy Carrillo is asking for asylum. Her immigration court appointment is scheduled for May 2024. She is on her way to Atlanta.
I hope to eventually bring my children. I miss them so much. It's so hard to be separated from my family. And they're my only family, my mother, my 3 children. I have no one to help them. And if I don't work, they won't eat. My dream is to have them here.
U.S. immigration officials are urging migrants to use the CBP One app if they plan to ask for asylum. They say the next few days will be busy. Aline Barros, VOA News, Brownsville, Texas.